Separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Glad you could join us from Research Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out.
And the Beavers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Hill. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. False start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Under fire. Unleashes one. Catch in the middle. It's Bear. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for space. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll run it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Hill. He's brought down, but there's a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Beavers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time. A lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about, but if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
That's caught. It's Odom. Runs through the tackle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Snags it, and there's running room. Scoop and scored. Touchdown.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Dropping back, it's Hart. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first.
Don't you love it when your quarterback is locked in early? Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Beavers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Gresham. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
17, Oregon State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
Well, they were trying to set up an outbreaking route here on 3rd and long, trying to get a receiver open in space. Just couldn't come away with it, though. Nice job by the defense, watching the QB's eyes and swatting it down.
The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Looking left. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Finds his man. It's Bear. Could not make his way to the corner. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. To throw, it's Lacey. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So now it's second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Beavers will have it first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hart. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Maybe a crease. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, it's easy easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lacey. And wings it incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Give to the running back. Got a little grass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Hart. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Stevenson. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Maybe some room here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hart. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got a man. It's Bear. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Makes the grab on the left. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's Clemson who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Now back to your game in Corvallis. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Beavers have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He's out past the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Hart. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again? There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The sure hands, it's Bear. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here comes the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh, man, would he like to have that pass back.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
To the air, it's Hart. He's got, it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the delay, it's Hill. Might have a chance. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. This time he wants to throw. With the catch, it's Hill. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to throw, it's Lacey. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Number 39. Set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Beavers! Hauled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
The run inside. It's Hill. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this looked comfortable. Last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Punts it out of the air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. The screen, he's got wheels. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bring in the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Stevenson. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Beavers are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got him downfield. What a play there, and he Rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Oregon State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Crosses the 30. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Williams open on the right side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The running back has it. Fights off a defender. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And I tell you what, man, the defense really needed a play. They had to have something go right. Down by 2 possessions, they do what they haven't done in this football game. They forced the turnover. Now set their offense up to hopefully get right back in this football game.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And maybe that fumble recovery becomes the first step in a miracle rally. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. They'll try to run for it. To the 15. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Could be an alley. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. He'll try it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught close to the marker. It's fair. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finding some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
That makes the score Oregon 54, Oregon State 35.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Oregon State Beavers will take over 1st and 10.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've... better athletes. And finally on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot, climb the ladder 50-50 ball, and win. But if you're on defense, you're going to need a lot more of that. You're going to need some turnovers to get back in this thing.
Makes the catch. It's Stevenson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. To the air, it's Hart. Complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Takes the easy completion. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Game tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Beavers come to the line with a downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. 2 minutes now. This one in time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air, it's Hart. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Quick strike through the air for the score. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Handoff to the single back. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ready? White, 29, white, 20, set hot! Ready, ready! Red 80, hot! Ready! Red 20, hot! Down. Ready! But hard! Here we go! Ready, move! But hard! Hut, hut, hut! Yes! Ready! Shift! Set hard! Ready, ready! Blue 20, go! Ready, move! Red, put it hot! Now, ready, shift! Put up! Ready! Move ready, go! Hut, hut, hut! Ready! Move! But hard!
The Spartans will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Oh, they're after him. Being chased. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
The Spartans' offense will now get its first chance with the football. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense drags him down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job.
Here's a little room there. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartan.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
The screen. He can go. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. They just keep firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Under fire. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play. Turning it on! Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. In recruiting last week, 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's McKenzie. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense...
Leaping grab for a big gain. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Fires to the tight end. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now after the sack, there is a man still down. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll take it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Man, you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Quarterback keeper. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. There he goes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. There's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Bear. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the air on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The run inside. It's McKenzie. Out. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Using his legs, it's Hill. Opens. There's a crease. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gresham. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, with that last completion. He's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hill. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. The give from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, he'll keep it. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Hey, touchdown, Oregon!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running inside, it's Hill. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McKenzie. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. 3rd down play from the gun. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside, it's Hill. Plows through the defense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Fires to the big fella. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Now the Spartans calling their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn second and short into third and long.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 6 team, the ECU Pirates. And it's the Pirates on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Pulls it on the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Hill. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Ducks! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McKenzie. Maybe a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Spartans are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lacey. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The run inside. It's Hill. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gonna run it. It's McKenzie.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Spits it out to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They get to him as he throws.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Going to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Ducks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He's going for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. On the draw, it's McKenzie. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. They get through, and it's blocked.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line.
Ready. Blue 22.
Running inside, it's Hill. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Lacey. Catch in the middle, it's Gresham. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hill. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the pass. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Looking for a gap. It's McKenzie. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play.
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Using his legs, it's McKenzie. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about the job? Defense today. They getting into a really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Rushes on him. And it's a sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They'll start this drive at their own 48.
Here we go. Ready. Ready. Go, go.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. They'll run the screen. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.